What the flip? Can Skylar join? Can Ben join? Can anyone join? I don't want to do this. I don't want to yap about my problems just to myself. Anyways, yeah. Boy. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Well, everything is on me. Everything is on me. When I mean everything, hold on, I'm gonna be in the bathroom so I can. What?
You ready for bed and breakfast?
I guess.
You said you wanted to go back.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, your mom.
Is there something wrong with me? Why I act like this? Hold on. Just waiting till someone joins. Hopefully someone will, 'cause what the flip. Honestly, I have no idea what my life is. I could have gone live on Instagram, but YouTube's gooder. What's my flippin' life? To be honest, like, what the flip? It's always my fault. Everything I do leads up to my fault. And Tina, if you end up watching this, what I said yesterday about don't listen to your parents, I was wrong about that. You need to, but at the same time, why? Just, nigga, just don't.
I'm turning off the lights.
And yeah, so I'm gonna stream for a little bit longer. This is not gonna be quite as long as yesterday's stream, because yesterday I went on for like a while. Well, not a while, but like 23 minutes. That's longer than I intended to yap for. And also, Tina, just because you can't talk to me, what's the point of me being here? We are siblings. We are friends. We're supposed to communicate. Look, just because I was dating you in the first place, people date all the time. And also, our age difference is a problem, apparently, to others, but to me, it doesn't matter. 'Cause you're literally allowed to date at any age. I'm sorry, but your parents don't make the rules. Sure, you can listen to them, but they don't make the rules. I mean, I know you're 13 and all, but you can make your own rules. At least when you're an adult, you can. When you're an adult, you don't have to listen to anyone's rules but your own. Like me, I don't even listen to our house rules. But I do that mainly because I don't want to. And I don't need to. I mean, listening to rules and following directions is very important. But once you're 18, screw that. Screw that. Just listen to your heart. Listen to God. Not parents. God. God has a plan for you and everyone. Sis, I'm sorry to say this, but your parents are wrong. I mean, they probably don't want to hear that, but your parents are wrong. They're legally wrong. You don't have to do all these things your parents say. Just because they're protectors of you. And I know you don't like them. I know you don't like them. You don't have to always do what they say. Always. Because if you always do what they say, and I still remember that beating at a C+. But It was a C. Come on. Do your parents really expect you to get straight A's? Do my parents expect me to get straight A's? No. But what I'm saying is your parents are way too controlling of you, and I don't really like that. In 2030, something will change because if your life had a theme song, what would it be? It would be a heart still breaks the same. Yep. Yeah. And anyways, guys, your parents can prove me wrong. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But I'm not letting them control you. I'm when you're older, just say, "Sorry, mom and dad. I am just say, sorry guys. I'm not gonna follow your rules anymore. I honestly can't do it with you guys." Just tell them that. I mean, I know they'll probably not understand you, but like I said, when you're 18 or an adult, your life will change. And hopefully, I will be in it. Hopefully. I swear to God. If Tina, I do like you. I do like you. Let's see. Finished. There's no audio. Flip. God dang it. Is there... No, it's working now. Okay. What the flip was that? Anyways, what I was saying is... Hold on, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Tina. I like you. I always liked you. You and Skylar are the loves of my mother flippin' life. But I can only have one person in my life. And that would be you, Tina. I want you. No one else but you. Tina, you're the reason I started believing again. You're the reason I had hope again. You're the reason for everything. I don't want to lose that. But I feel like with everything, with every circumstance we're in, I feel like I sort of have lost you. Not permanently, temporarily. You know, I don't care about age gaps between us. I don't care. I do want you for you because you were meant for me. And I was meant for you. And yeah. And if we can't date, then flip life. But if we can, that'll be awesome. You know, thanks for being in my life, Tina, as long as you could. Hopefully one day we'll meet again. Hopefully. And one day we will meet again. We will get together. And we will have fun together. I love you, Tina. It's never stopping. Slow down, old son. Don't live too fast. You only get one cup in your hourglass. Wait, what? What is... Girl, I meant what I said. when I said I do, yeah, through thick or thin. I spent forever with you, but if you leave this world, maybe a little too soon, it hurts like hell to say. Hope you find someone new. He can have my truck sitting out in the drive. He can have this house and everything inside. My favorite fishing hole and my old dog too. But what I'll never have is the love I have for you. Girl, I hope and pray you and me grow old, felines on our face. Few million stories told, but if I leave this place, find another hand to hold. It hurts like hell to say, but make sure he knows. He can have my truck sitting out in the drive. He can have this house, everything inside. My favorite fishing hole, and my old dog too. But what I'll never have is the love I have for you. Hope he's half as man as me, 'cause baby, there's no way he'll see what I see. He can pound my stuff or burn it all down, 'cause girl, your love's all I'll take to the ground. He can have my truck sitting out in the drive. He can have this house, everything inside. My favorite fishing hole, and my old dog too. But what I'll never have is the love I have for you. Have for you. Tina, you're special. You're special. I know you don't think you are, because you don't give because your parents don't give you credit. And honestly, I don't agree with it. You're special. Tina, just think about that. You're a special girl. No one on this world, or no one on planet Earth, thinks not. You're special. Because, you know why? You're my girl in the passenger seat, windows down, dancing around, cousin Nissim. That's my girl, sipping crown and spry, with a ball cap turned back. Ooh, she got me like, yeah, baby girl, you gone done again. Making all the guys wishing you're with them, but I bet they don't see what I see when I see my girl. Yeah, that's you, Tina. You're my girl. Just think about that for a second, Tina. I want you to remember. I want you to remember. I want you to remember these steps. You can listen to your parents now. You can do that, because I know you're young. But once you get to be an adult, two, you don't have to listen. You make your own choices to be with me or to not be with me. And three, just, Tina, you're special. You're the greatest girl I could. Well, I'm not gonna say that, but You are. You're the greatest girl I've ever met. Apart from Skylar, Reneka, and everyone else. But you, Tina. You're one of the best girls I ever met. And I do mean that. I do mean that. Tina, you're... I don't know how I put this. I don't know how to put this in words that you or that you will understand. You're the one meant for me. Well, I'm not gonna say that right now, 'cause anything can change. But I'm just telling you, Tina, just because you said when you're an adult, your parents will still control you, they can't. They physically can't. You know why? Because you're you. You were raised with a bunch. This is you, Tina. You were raised. Most parenting level is like right here. Above average, so they can take care of you. But your parents, and they can keep you safe and everything, but your parents are like up here. They're like way too high up to physically do stuff. Like once you turn 18, Tina, think about it. Once you turn 18, you can just leave. You can just leave. No rules. You can just leave if you want. But it's not your parents' choice. It really isn't. Whether you stay at the house is not up to your parents. Now, I myself, I have a reason to still live at home. But you, Tina, you can walk. You can run. You can bike. You can walk. You can do anything. But I can't. I can't even drive yet. And, I mean, I know I'm 20 years old, but I can't even drive yet. I mean, I can. It's just my parents don't trust me to drive, so I won't. But, Tina, just try driving when you get 17, 18, no, not 17. When you get 18, just try to drive. Just try. It doesn't matter if your parents want you there or not. It doesn't matter. You can either live with your parents, which I know you don't like, or you can move out. Two options when you get to be an adult. You can either move out or still live with your parents. I chose to still live with my parents because I physically can't walk and do things like normal people can. But you physically can walk. You can run. You can jump. You can do all that stuff. And why am I saying this? It's not just me yapping. It's me saying the literal fucking truth. Look, if your parents want to control you, fine, whatever. That's not my problem. But all I'm saying is when you're 18 and if they control you, just let them know that hey, finished said you could. You can't control me anymore. 'Cause that is true. Sky Vitter Pup did say you can't control me anymore. 'Cause Tina, on the deep down, I never thought I would say this. I didn't really know how to say this because it's really flippin' sad and all that bullshit. But when your parents said you can't talk to me or whatever, that slowly brought me down to a level that I never experienced before. And it's not so much the breaking up part that brought me down, it's the part that they said you can't talk to me. It's the part that said that. That brought me down to that. I was already down here to be. This was me at the beginning of the year. This was me when Reneka left. This was me like now when we broke up. This is me like now. Like I'm how do I put this? I don't even sleep at night because I just have flashbacks of everything. And and waking up to that message, it's because it's because I was dating you. Yeah, they found out. When I woke up to that message, that completely broke me. Like, I know deep down you like me. I know that. And deep down, I like you too. But here's the thing. I don't like your parents. Now, there was a ex-girlfriend I had named Amber. We kind of had the same situation, but not really. Not really the 20 and not really the age gap part, but we did have a similar situation happen. Like, if I ever told you this before, I don't know if I have, but Amber came over that one day. Now believe me, this was the last day of mother flippin' school. Amber came home. No, this was June 23rd, 2023. And then June 24th, we broke up. So, on June 23rd, 2023, Amber came over to spend the day with me. And she brought her Switch, like she always does. We did our normal stuff. And when it was time for Amber to go home, she left her flippin' Switch at my house. Her Nintendo Switch. And that's when I thought, oh boy. I started playing around with it. And I might have taken off her screen protector. But it's not my fault. It already had cracks on it in the first place. And believe me, those screen protectors are like $10. $5 to $10. And so on June 24th, Amber came back for her Switch. And when she got home, and when her mom got home, her mom saw her switch and she and her mom being so strict as she is, she broke us up just because of a stupid screen protector. And so, Tina, I see where your parents come from with the strict part. I see that. But the problem is you don't have to listen to that. You know that, right? Just think of me. Think of all your friends you met because of me. Think of that. And I know you're not allowed to talk to me because I put you in my friends. You met my friends because of me. I get why you're not allowed to talk to me, but at the same time, you don't have to always listen. You can hear them and agree with them, but you don't have to put in the effort. You don't have to listen at all. Tina, I'm saying that because I care about you. Not kidding here. I do care about your feelings. And your parents, I hate to say it, but your parents will never understand what you feel. Your parents will never understand that shit. And I'm not gonna be the one that wants to explain everything to them. Because if I do that, I know they're not gonna understand. Or anything. Tina, your parents are strict as flip. And when I say that, they are. Don't you want to run? Don't you want to walk? Don't you want to do anything with your life? They won't let you. But I know that because when you're an adult, like I said, you won't have to listen at all. It doesn't matter what your parents say at that point. All that matters is you. You're all that matter. When when you're 18 and adult, you can move out for all I care. You can move out of the country for all I flippin' care. But you can be with me for all I flippin' care. And I hope that happens. But for right now, what you gonna do? Nothing. You're stuck. I mean, just because your parents say something, you're actually gonna listen to that? I mean, Tina, you're 13. I get you're still developing. I get that. Tina, see this roof? When you're 18 or whatever, this can legally be your roof. You know why? Because you can choose to move out and be with me, or you can choose to stay there and not be with me. So, or not have a life with anyone because of your parents. Because I know femboy fucker does not want you. I know that. You've told us before. Or me. And Tina, all I'm saying is, if it wasn't because of you, being my sibling or my friend, or off the platform, I wouldn't have anything. You're literally you're a real sweet girl. When you want to be, but your parents don't think you are. Look, I get Chinese people don't like girls. I get it. My real parents didn't like me. I get it. So that's why I'm adopted. And if you choose to live with me, Tina, by law, you are not allowed. By law, you are not allowed. By law, your parents are not allowed to control you as an adult. And that's by flippin' law. You hear me? Tina, I love you. You're the sweetest girl I've ever met. Not being sarcastic, not being anything like that. You truly are. And 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 when and if you ever come up here, truth is, I'll be here. 'Cause I'm stuck at home as an adult. But when you're an adult, you won't have to be stuck at home. I mean, you can if you want to, but I know you're not gonna want to. You don't have to listen to your parents at the end of the day anyways. Not because you're 13, not because you're 13, but your parents, I hate your parents anyways. And I know I'm sounding real harsh to them, but they don't understand you the way that I do. I understand your feelings. I feel like everyone understands your feelings. And I say this in the name of the Lord. By law. Your parents do not have rights to control you when you're an adult. Your parents don't have the right. It's literally in the Constitution. The right to bear arms is Amendment 2 or 3. Yeah. The right to bear arms is 2, I think. And what that means is you have the right to do anything you want. And you should do anything you want. But your parents don't allow you to do anything you want. So you're stuck at home with nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to do anything. Just come home, go to school, come home, go school. Tina, would your parents be mad if we meet up one of these days? Would your parents be mad? They probably wouldn't, now that I think of it. But all I'm saying is, follow your heart. not your parents. Follow your own, not your parents. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance for a second. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah. So, Tina, just remember that. Just remember everything I told you. Just remember everything I told you there. I don't want to lose a sweet girl like you are. No, that's not happening. I do not want to lose a sweet girl like you are. 'Cause at the end of the day, who cares what your parents think of you? You're sweet. You're kind. You're gentle. You're everything. So just remember this. Just remember this. 18, move out. Don't move out. Stuck with parents. Do you really want to be stuck with your parents your flippin' life? No, you don't. I'm stuck with my parents because I don't have a choice. But you will. Think about that. Just think about that. Tina, I want you to breathe. I don't want you to feel like your life is on the line because of everything we had. It's your choice. As an adult, me, as an adult, or kid, doesn't matter what you put it at, I will find you strength and peace wherever the flip you roam. And I will find greatness for you and your family. I hope you guys end up in good terms. But until then, you're stuck until then. Hopefully 2030 comes quicker. Cause honestly, Tina, when 2030 comes, you will be an adult. There's no rules. that say your parents can control you at 18. They're legally not allowed to. I mean, they can guard you and tell you right from wrong, but they're not legally allowed to control you when you're an adult. So, yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's all I have to say. Tina, until next time. See ya. Tina, if it was a pleasure meeting you in January this year. It was a pleasure meeting you. I hope we meet again soon. But honestly, with everything that's going on, I don't know. But in the future, we will meet again. Tina, we will meet again. Thanks everyone for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe. Hope you learned something from me, because basically this stream was all about Tina. And yeah, so hopefully you guys learned something. And yeah, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Possibly share with a friend. If you're new, subscribe, join the family, and yeah. Or subscribe to see my music or whatever the flip. And yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys later. See you.